Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to my F1 Road to Glory series for 2019 here for episode number 17 at the Japanese Grand Prix. Last time out at Russia, well, it may have been a bit of an embarrassing episode, but it was, I think, entertaining nonetheless. And these yellow flags, I can't see anything, and oh, there's been a horrendous crash! Oh my god! That's going to take 5 hours to clear, so I think we should all just go home, you know, go to the local pub, have a pint, let this all blow over, huh? And look at that, we go across in a straight line, and that is an actually simply marvellous move. Absolutely amazing.
Great drive, great drive. We're really happy with that performance.
What? We're really happy with that drive. What race did you just watch? And following that rather embarrassing show at Russia, you think the team need to regroup, we need to re-energize. We've had a few bad, qualifying results in a row, and the team needs to just put down those bloody biscuits and get to work.
We had a major issue on the production line earlier this week, so the entire development package for this weekend has failed.
I am actually done with this man. Someone come collect him, because I don't want him anymore. Literally, never let the Williams team anywhere near motivational speaking, because they say when you get knocked down, you know what you do? You somehow find a way to be knocked down further. You've hit the canvas floor, and somehow you actually get decked further back down to a sub-layer of the canvas. Anyway, that's the card I've been dealt, and I will deal with it, as I have the entire season, by just trying to drag this car as high up as I can, because that is really the name of the game. That is the Road to Glory way. So we move into qualifying Saturday here at the Japanese GP around the Suzuka circuit, and it's looking actually pretty good into turn 1, up into P3 here, and I was feeling pretty good, the car was actually feeling okay, a little bit wobbly still mid-corner as we try, especially in this section where it's all about just kind of letting the car roll through and some engine braking. We're up into P2, Hamilton's the only man ahead of us, but then up the hill, that's where the issues start to come in. We're already down to P7 now as the car gets bogged down and just can't get the traction down, and then over the bumps just losing more time, and so by the time we come through 130R, surprised we were able to even take 130R flat out really, but we're through the last few corners of the chicane, down to P16, and then one bump and we're down to P19 because I nearly wrecked the car into the wall, and that's down in 19.
Okay, that's pretty disappointing, but we can turn it around tomorrow.
So for what seems like now the millionth time, we're down in the last row after so many races of actually being right up there, battling the midfield. Again, we find ourselves at the bottom end, and it's all just rather gloomy to be honest. Do you remember when I made that statement that, oh, hang on, Kubica's improved here, maybe every episode from now on we could overtake a car? You remember that? Right, he's out-qualified 2 cars this time, so that's an improvement there. That is an improvement. Last time it was 1 car, now we've gone to 2. If we continue this, in about 20 episodes time, Robert Kubica could actually get on pole position maybe. Yeah, that definitely backfired against me here. So Kubica's last place, he's 3/10 off me, and I'm 2/10 off the next car, which is the Racing Point team. So it's not looking good, folks. I don't know. I felt like the car was pretty good until literally that last bump, and the last few corners really killed me off and killed the car off. So I don't know what to say. We go towards the race then, and we've got to hope for a few miracles maybe to get up the order, because it is a tight circuit to overtake, especially Sector 1. In lap 1, it's going to be difficult to make any moves, and that's usually where we make most of our passes, lap number 1. Obviously, last episode, we made all the moves pretty much on lap number 1, but, we'll see how it goes. We can overtake maybe with the back straight, to be fair, with the engine power we've got. We'll have to really see about that, but strategy-wise, going to obviously be a one-stop. We'll start on the super soft tire and then go to the soft, so we'll, start on the fastest compound and try and go as fast as we can, because from P19, there's no point trying to start on a slower tire, because we're not going to make places up in Sector 1. And so we're just going to go into this Grand Prix and hope that every team is feeling very charitable today. The charity needs to be very high. Here we go then to 5 red lights, the Japanese Grand Prix, and we're on the way from second last place on the grid. It's a good start there for us actually, but into turn 1, this is going to be very tricky. We're on the outside as well, so dangerous, but we send one to the outside, the McLaren there. We're trying to go around 3 cars, that is, up into P60. We've actually made it work, to be fair. The Toro Rosso, though, on the outside being brake checked by Perez, and so the Toro Rosso comes back at us there, and so he's going to actually nearly deck me off the circuit. Albon touches my front right tire, and that could have been quite nasty. That could have either been a bit of an issue on the tyre, or just going straight into the grass and gravel there. So very tricky, and immediately up the hill, you can see losing some time to the Toro Rosso, the exact place where I lost time on my qualifying lap. It almost feels like I've got 1,000 kg strapped to the back of this car, weighing me down as we go up the hill, but we are going to be able to make a diving move into the hairpin, and we play our cards right as we swing through the right, just really late on the brakes, full send down the inside of 1-2 cars there, and we're going to get up into P15 on the exit after squeeze. Perez there on the right hand side, he's there, oh, he made contact, oh, I'm so sorry, Perez. I've absolutely kibitzed him. I've fully kibitzed him. Neck and neck into the next flat out right hand turn. Oh my god, Kibitz has absolutely taken him out there. I told you, what did I, this man is dangerous. Lock him up, he's dangerous. Whoops, well that's awkward. I've become the very thing I accused Kibitz of becoming, which is just downright dangerous, basically. I don't know, I reckon that's a really good tactic for the Williams team, to be fair. Like, if all the cars around them just see a Williams car in the mirrors and think, you know what here, I can't take the chance, it's going to let them by, because otherwise they'll just take me out of the race. I think that's a sound strategy. I really think that's the best strategy that Williams could invest in. I think they need to get some billboards out and try and make this a marketing campaign. You know, the Williams cars, dangerous, get out of the way. Because clearly the investment back of the HQ is not doing anything for the downfall, so we may as well try and strike some fear into the opponents we've got. But anyways, I digress. Let's move away from planning the PowerPoint presentation I'll be presenting Claire Williams with after this Grand Prix. Let's move back to the Williams charity show, as one car spewed off on the left there, and we gain one more free position up into P14. Keep it coming, lads, please. On lap 4 now this is, we're actually starting to catch Gafiat a little bit and keep with him, but he's proving to be a little bit difficult to actually make an overtake on. But yellow flags up ahead, and again, more charity for us. Look at the devastation on the right there. Someone spewed off on the right through 130R, and so that's 2 more free positions. We're up into P12, 2 more DNFs. We're in the points here. Really, they really are so kind, aren't these drivers? Those charitable people you've ever met, to be honest, here in this season so far. So we move on to lap 5. Gafiat comes in. We continue on because I was getting quite annoyed actually that I couldn't catch Gafiat and overtake him. So we're going to try a bit of an overcut strategy and hope that maybe there's some traffic with the guys making pit stops right now can help us. But I actually get attacked by Albon to my surprise. So I have to do some defensive work here and jostle for position into turn 1. We just about keep ahead of Albon into P7, and we're going to have to try and chase after Giovinazzi now and see how we do. But we're going to come into the pit lane right behind him actually, so we did gain some time on Gio, so it's been a pretty good in-lap for us. So like I said, let's just fingers crossed that some people got a bit of traffic on their outlaps there on the last lap. But we come in now, there's 2 cars coming down behind us. Hopefully we don't get held up in the pit lane, because obviously that's the only thing we have going really for the team is a good fast pit stop, which I want to point out, by the way, the real life Williams team have copied me, because they had a fast pit stop I think at Monaco of Spain. And so I'd just like to say, Williams in real life, where's my check in the mail? I'll send you my address, mate. And now, ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to witness here on screen right now is some Houdini type stuff. Literal magic, black magic actually, we're talking about, you know, the dark arts of aerodynamics, you know, tyre wear, forget it. This is the art of shithousery, because I don't know how I've done this, but we come out of the pit lane, you can see there's a McLaren going past, we come out ahead of a Ferrari car, and I'm somehow top left, P7. I've gained, what's that? 5 positions in a pit stop, babe. I don't know what's happened. I literally have no clue. The engineers and pit crew don't know. Obviously, they don't know because they don't have any data or telemetry. There's just one guy on the pit wall next to Jeff, and this one guy's job is just to look out of the circuit and kind of guesstimate what's going on in terms of strategy and what's happening with the car. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the team's telemetry was literally some guy back in the factory with a crystal ball just trying to predict some things. And even though Leclerc's been on Team Williams for a lot of the time, you know, throw back to Hungary, my man, but he's going to come pretty fast to try and overtake us, but into 130R, he goes down the inside, but we actually somehow keep it just about on track and defend against him here, so doing some brilliant work of keeping this in P7. This would be, I would take this, it would be a marvellous result, P7, to be honest, if you had to ask me, but through the bump, I think he's going to have a very good exit on the last corner. Yes, he is, he's right there, we go, defensive to the inside, try and break the toe and the slipstream on the right. Here he comes, he's got DRS open, he's on the outside line, we're going to have to really defend this hard. He's a little bit wide though, and we push him off circuit a little bit, and the Toro Rosso might get involved. We've got yellow flags though, the full safety car has been called out. And there's been a huge collision on the exit turn. When you can see in the minimap there, some dots have been spewed off the circuit. And so, big moment there for two people, I would imagine, that's been involved in this crash. It's a Haas and a Toro Rosso. And oh, bad collision there for the Toro Rosso. Rear tyre off. And oh, he's gone flying there on his side. That's a nasty accident there. The tyre flicked the car up there. And so he's probably going to have to wait. He's going to have to wait a little bit to be pushed back the right way so you can actually get out of the car. But anyway, that's our benefit, of course. That stops Leclerc overtaking us for at least 2 laps at least. First, we move on to the restart. This is where things are a little bit nervy because the safety car restart's not going to be good for us. We're trying to close up to Ricciardo. But you can see the gap's already building a little bit, and you can see already getting a little bit flustered on the throttle. Green flags going through the last corner. Leclerc is going to be all over me here. I think no DRS, of course, but that straight line speed for the Ferrari car is very good. And so we pull to the right. There's a blue flag. McLaren's in the middle of the circuit. Oh my God! Leclerc's driven straight into the McLaren, who was letting everyone by under blue flags. But I did say at the time, you know, in the middle of the circuit, that was very dangerous place to make a pass. And Leclerc has been absolutely yeeted out of this race. Look at this massive collision. Leclerc's out. Norris is out. Oh, wow. That is, well, that's fortunate for us, isn't it? That's the F1 gods, huh? The F1 gods love Williams, all right? They want Williams to succeed, you know? Everyone else just needs to accept Williams will come back to glory. It's in the tapestry. It was meant to happen. And there might be even better news for us now coming up because we've got a big train here headed by Verstappen going a bit slow. Sainz and Hulkenberg trying to overtake him here. And Sainz side by side with Verstappen into 130. Oh, Hulkenberg's going to join. That is not going to end well. It's 3 wide into 130. Oh, Verstappen on the grass. Hulkenberg's hit the grass as well. Those two real slow. And we're going to go for it. We're going to go for the massive dive down the inside. Verstappen locks up. And we've done it. We've made a double pass on Verstappen and Sainz. That is absolutely amazing. We've overtaken a Red Bull on absolute pedigree there. Down the inside. We're up into P5, lads. This is turned into an absolute stonking race. From second last on the grid, this is going to go up in the, you know, one of the best results we've had. Obviously, we've done better, but P5 is still absolutely lofty heights. I mean, look at that. Lovely. Oh, Verstappen took Hulkenberg out on the exit there. I only just saw that on the replay. Naughty Verstappen. But, oh my God, what an amazing move that was. I'm surprised that when I hit the brakes with my left foot, that the brake disc didn't just shatter and the car went straight on, to be honest, because, let's face it, the car was probably made with 5 minutes to go to the grid, but it's worked out, you know. We're P5 here now on the last lap of the Grand Prix. Unfortunately, Carlos Sainz and the McLaren will beat us, so he'll get some points on us in the Constructors and for the sake of pride v McLaren, but that's fine by me. It's still an absolutely amazing result considering how the weekend started for us here, and once again, it's left to me to pick up the pieces for Williams. P5 on the road at the Japanese GP.
Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
Yeah, it was, Jeff. No thanks to you, mate.
Great work out there today. How do you think it went? You were cutting your way through the field during the race.
Yeah, really good race, Claire. I cut my way through the field. Just one question for you, actually. Why were you more excited about my P10 running out of fuel race at Russia than you just sounded there? Because that makes no sense.
Things looked close between you and your rival for a bit, but you came out on top, didn't you?
Well, clearly, we've shown the pedigree of the team, and the car's just stupendous. I mean, I've had no fault with it. I've had no bad things to say about it. It's just a fantastic car, ain't it? Yeah.
You're beating all expectations. Would you say we all underestimated you?
Yeah, like I said before, though, I think that's because the bar of expectation is, like, underneath where most people want. You know, almost like when, you know, that analogy I made about falling down when we're already down enough. I think, you know, the bar is further down than you could ever imagine it. But no. When we come together, magic happened. I mean, just last week, back at the factory at HQ, Timmy over there in the corner splashed out on 2 cases of Born biscuits for the factory. 2. That's magical.
Great. Well, that's everything.
There we have it, though, folks. P5 at the Japanese GP. Really pulled out the stop. And, oh my God. No. Look at that. Look at that. For the first time, I think, in our history in this season, it's a double points finish for the Williams. Kubica didn't get wrecked out the GP. He finished in points. Absolutely amazing. That calls for celebrations. I'm pretty sure Claire Williams just fainted out of excitement. Someone go check her, please. And with that, we climb up back to P7 ahead of Torosso, where we should be. Good stuff, Robert. Good stuff. You finally made it through. You finally got some points. I'm genuinely happy for the lad. I'm genuinely happy because it's been a long time coming. 17 episodes, you know, and it's finally happened. Absolutely awesome. Right, so the end of the episode then. In terms of upgrades, I have to repurchase the drag update. Thanks, Jeff. And I can only afford, actually, an engine upgrade. I couldn't afford any other upgrade. May as well go for it, because our car has felt a little bit slow in a straight line, to be honest, lately. I think that's more to do with the fact that, you know, we've been putting on a bit more downforce, trying to contend in the corners, but that's compromised the straight line speed. So I think an engine upgrade will go a long way, actually, to help us out at the latter stage of this season. So we've got 2 upgrades coming, one the next episode, and then one the episode after. So hopefully not a good stream of upgrades. Of course, knowing us, there's a high chance it doesn't come in, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, and then probably jump off the bridge in depression. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy the episode, be sure to smash the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're on your own, subscribe for weekly full-on content. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.